Peace. I'm your brother Crumb, the master student, and you are now watching Crumb TV.
Brother Red Pill representing Know the Ledge, one half of the Twin Pillars. I am here rocking with Crumb TV.
Now you are watching Crumb TV.
You can find me on Crumb TV.
You can catch me on Crumb TV.
This is Chief Kalanago here at Crumb TV.
I am Joy Allen of the Memoirs of a Karmic Dynasty in the Crumb TV studio.
Honored to be on your program, brother.
Peace.
Peace.
Crumb TV.
If you could, please repeat after me. Peace. Ashe. Islam. Namaste. Hotep. Grand Rising. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Bom dia. Oseo. Halito. Rahubat. Shalom. Salam. Assalamu alaikum. Did I say that already? What up, though? Wagwan. What happened? How are the children? Konnichiwa. Whatever the greeting is in your respective language, I am your humble brother Crumb here for another installation of Crumb TV. You already know what it is, family. This video is called The Science of Eating Coochie. That's right, family. You heard it first. This is a very much adult video, but it's not going to be raunchy or anything like that. But before we get into all of that, family, I want to do what I do best, and that's put some respect on your name and acknowledge the first responders. Now, within the first 2 minutes, we have more than 30 first responders. So for the sake of time, we'll just do the first three. We call that the perfect trifecta. So number one of the perfect trifecta is none other than Moon's Evolution. She says, peace, creator. I'm saying peace. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. Number two in the building, it's my good brother from another mother, my man, 100 grand, Robert Johnson. He says, what up, though, out there in the D? I'm saying, what up, family? I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. Number three of this perfect trifecta, and I do want to accentuate the word perfect. It is Geronimo Bay. He says, ha, ha, ha. I was the first person to come here. No, you weren't. You're the third, but you're still in the trifecta. So, I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. All right. So family, that is the perfect trifecta. I want to now take this particular segment of time to do what we call housekeeping. And housekeeping is just where we handle all the chores, and this all takes place in the first 5 minutes. So for those going to catch this later, feel free to jump to that particular time frame. So today, family, this is a true statement. Today, the Minister of Information and I will be live. 5 o'clock is when it'll start. Get your live stream tickets. Let me go to the thing. You got to get your live stream tickets, family. Today's the day, 5 o'clock. Tap in Saturday, June 17th at 5 p.m. The minister will do a segment tonight for the people on live stream only. So that'll start around 5. I think he's going to jump on around 8, and he'll carry us throughout the night. So tap in, get your tickets at crumbtv.info/events. That's right, family, crumbtv.info/events. Outside of that, family, if you are a master's student, you already know what it is. Within this first 30 seconds, or even if you catch this later, within the first 5 minutes, always come in, hit that like button, drop a comment, 555-666-333, whatever the universe has laid upon you. So and also, family, at the end of this video, if you like what I say, if you're a noob, or if you've watched several videos and this is just another dope video, hit that subscribe button, family. Tap all the way in. All right, so with that said, family, I am excited. When it comes to women, I'm always excited. Just joking, but not. So yeah, let's get right into it. The science of eating vagina. So with that said, this will truly be the science of it. It won't be raunchy, but it it's definitely going to be sexual and it's definitely going to be educational. So I don't have a PowerPoint. When it comes to vagina, the information is on the tip of my tongue. That is another joke. But no, seriously. Vagina. So why should you eat vagina? Well, the best place to start is from the beginning. To a degree, everybody eats vagina, because to come into this uh, reality, you have to go through the pearly gates. You have to go through the womb, the time portal, the um, generator of the materialized world. So when you are born, this is crazy, I know, but you're supposed to come through a vagina, but not everybody comes through a vagina, at least not in America. Um, one out of every three births is by C-section. So what you may not know is even at the height of a woman's health in America, she can barely have a child. That's no shade. I'm not trying to hate on anybody, just putting it out there as honest and truthful as I could possibly be. One out of every three pregnancies is going to end with a C-section, and there's problems with this. So the reality is children who are born naturally, organically, meaning that they've been pushed out through the vagina, they live longer lives and healthier lives than children born by C-section. So one of the things that's going to confirm this is, or not confirm it, but to be a reason why, is vaginal seeding. Vaginal seeding. So it put seat, but they understood me. So this is from American Congress of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, OBGYNs, if you didn't know what that stood for. Um, and in an article titled Vaginal Seeding, it reads, vaginal seeding refers to the practice of inoculating a cotton gauze or cotton swab with vaginal fluids to transfer the vaginal flora to the mouth, nose, or I don't know what else it goes on to say, but it's something of that nature. I'm scared to hit images, but let's just see what it says. I'm gonna correct the thing. Hopefully, this video doesn't get me kicked off the internet. But when a baby is first born, now hear me now, believe me later. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care what the situation is, so don't leave a message but Crumb, my cousin's uncle's sister's brother was kidnapped by an alien, and these ridiculous anecdotal uh bits of evidence. So with that said, I don't care if she's a $2 whore. I don't care what she was doing the night before, if she was turning tricks, if she was doing all this goofy stuff in the streets. What you're supposed to do is when that baby is born, if the baby's born through C-section, when the baby is born, get a cotton swab or a gauze, wipe her dirty vagina. I'm assuming it's dirty. It's probably not dirty. Let's don't go there. Swab her vagina and then put it in the inoculated cotton swab or the Q-tip in the baby's mouth, in the baby's nose, in the baby's ears, wipe it all over the baby's skin, whatever the case may be. This is called vaginal seeding if she has had a C-section. Now, if she's had a regular natural birth, women can't do the natural thing, unfortunately, But if she does, her baby's good because the baby's got a lot of vaginal fluid all over it, which is good for the baby and good for well, mainly good for the baby. But with that said, if the baby doesn't get these microbes, the baby's going to be more susceptible to sickness, disease, shorter life, weaker immune system, so on and so forth. So here's another one. This girl just looks like a soldier. She she looked like she went through it. But anyway, yeah, newborn baby coming through the vagina with all the coochie juice on it. And I don't say coochie juice as a bad thing. It's a good thing. Better than Kool-Aid. That's the diabetes water. But anyway, no. So why is this good? Because technically everybody eats vagina. My thing isn't even running. Here we go. Technically everybody eats vagina if you were born naturally, which one out of every three of you was not born naturally. But someone like myself, I was born naturally. I came through a vagina. You did not. You came in a daggone operating room. But anyway, so with that said, so why is coochie juice so good for the baby and even for adults? Well, uh, coochie juice, and just a very funny word. Well, actually, here, yeah, coochie juice has bacteria in it. And I know a lot of the family who is uneducated, generally speaking. I thought I, I thought bacteria was bad, and I thought the FDA said cigarettes were good, and all these crazy bits of information. The dog's mouth is cleaner than ours. All this crazy stuff people be saying. But anyway, yeah. So remember, family, we as a people, we didn't even know. And I gotta say that's with white people in leadership. But we as a people didn't even know about germs. Let's say 250 years ago, because America operates off European science and doctors and stuff like that. I'm not trying to take shots at Europeans. We've probably got some white people watching now. We're going to catch this later. No shade. So London was the first urban metropolis city with a population from 1899 up until 1910, let's say. They go from 800,000 people to 6 million in 10 years. Now, that is a clone experiment, it's a grafting experiment, it's eugenics, it's all types of stuff. I've never heard anybody other than myself talk about it, and I find it weird. But anyway, they just had a lot of kids at that particular time. So this is where they first discovered germs, is in London on was it Broad Street or Main Street? It was the Broad Street pump. The Broad Street pump had cholera on it because the drinking water had gone septic because of poor construction or whatever the case may be. And this is 1910. 2010 is 100 years later. So like 100 years ago, we didn't even know, or Europeans didn't even know about bacteria, like germs, small microscopic things that hurt people. So it wasn't till shortly after discovering, well, actually a long time after we discovered, or Europeans discovered, um bacteria, germs, microscopic organisms. It took a long time because that was their first introduction to it. So the first time they ever saw a microscopic organism, it was bad. It was cholera. And they didn't know there were, as it is above, it is below. Just like you got bad people, just like you have bad energy. Listen, some germs are bad, but some are good. So now, after we learned, when I say we, I'm talking about white people. After white people learned about cholera and germs like that, then maybe 50 years later, because this is just 100 years ago. So 50 years later, they figure out not all germs are bad, but by this time it's kind of too late. So the good germs are called probiotics, just to kind of spill the beans. So I want to look and ask the listening audience, what is the opposite of a probiotic? Where's my Jeopardy music at? Where is my Jeopardy music? What is the opposite of a probiotic? Ding, 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 ding. We got one. Oh, wrong button. Ding, 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 ding. All right, we got one. The opposite of a probiotic is an antibiotic. That's all wise, right, and exact. Um, with that said, uh, uh, these probiotics, these germs, these microbes, they're technically called flowers. Now, the vagina is called a flower as well. When the vagina or when a woman loses her virginity, what is that called in terms of a flower? When a woman loses her virginity, what is the term that? When a woman loses her virginity, in terms of flowers, what do we say? Ding, 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 ding. I got all these sound effects. I need the ding, ding, ding sound effect. That's all I got. Yay. Wait, first he says deflowering. Jay Chosen. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. Then he says, what is deflowering? Sorry. That's funny. Yeah. I'm playing Jeopardy. Yeah, deflowering. So the vagina is a flower, and when she loses her virginity, it's called deflowering. So now inside the vagina, there are flowers. I'm not I'm not simping for women. I'm not saying, oh, that's sweet. No, I'm not. We're not simping for women, guys. Inside the vagina, there is something called, there are these uh, micro biological flowers called flora, vaginal flora. Well, actually, here, I didn't mean to do that so quick. Flora. Let's start there. Plural, floras, or flore, or flori, meaning plant life, especially the plant's characteristics of a region. What region? The nether regions. That was a sex joke. All right, guys, come. All right. Come on, let's be mature about this. Period or special environment. Let's go with special environment. Fossil flora. So we go to images and we see flora. This is all types of flora. So now, vaginal flora. This thing is talking in my ear. A healthy vaginal flora protects the body against urogenital infections. It is made up of many different types of bacteria. Oh, crumb, bacteria. Bacteria is bad. Shut up. Ow! The first time Europeans discovered bacteria was with cholera. That was the first one. So, let's say the first dog as a baby you ever or as a child you ever saw bit you. So then you're going to be like, dogs are bad, not knowing all dogs don't bite or some dogs can be really nice. It was just, your first experience was a bad experience. The European first discovered bacteria with cholera. Um, so yeah, they didn't know about good bacteria. So bad bacteria, let's just go with the plant theme, would be something like weeds. But good bacteria would be roses, daffodils, all types of beautiful, sweet, aromatic flowers. So this bacteria is focused on health, and it's really not a bacteria, it's just a flower. And the first types of these flowers ever found were found in the vagina flower. So when a baby comes through the vaginal canal, the baby gets these flowers in its mouth, in its nose, in its eyes, in its ears, on the skin. The baby's covered with flowers. Um, and this is going to help the baby live a longer life because these flowers are antibacterial, or we can call this particular bacteria, which is just a flower, a probiotic. Now, the thing about probiotics is they work with the immune system. That's probably something that we don't like. The most forgotten, let me just see, what is the most forgotten organ? No, the liver is definitely not. It's a very popular organ. Everybody knows the liver. The spleen is the least popular organ. Least useful European Jesus. I wouldn't say that. I read this thing and said the spleen is the most overlooked or most forgotten or whatever like that. But the spleen is a part of your immune system. The spleen is the largest internal organ of the immune system. So we know about the spleen. We know about white blood cells. Um, what else? What else? White blood cells. Um, uh, lymph node system, immune system, the lymphatic system. So we know about the lymphatic system, which this is according to clevelandclinic.org. The lymphatic system is part of the immune system. Um, Lymph nodes being swollen because you're wearing deodorant or whatever the case may be. But anyway, so we know about these as a part of the immune system. Everybody knows this. However, this flora, these flowers are going to be a part, these vaginal flowers are going to be a part of your immune system as well. That's why when we saw it over here, that they protect against infections, these particular flowers. And let me just go with the whole thing that this bacteria is a vaginal flower. Um, Vaginal, let me see, vagina fruit. So when we're dealing with like this vagina plant life, if you will, now don't get me wrong. The the papaya is all wise, right, and exact. The strawberry and the grapefruit, all wise, right, and exact. Press 999 if the inside of a kiwi don't look like that. I can't remember the last time I ate a kiwi, but I don't think kiwi look like that on the inside. Apples, I don't think apples look like that on, if apples don't look like that, they don't. If pears, that pear is suspect. I've never seen a pear. There might be some type of vagina pear that I don't know about, but I think that might be CGI or something like that. But nonetheless, in real life, um, a lot of these fruit, they have a very, depending on how you cut them, obviously. And I don't know who's fingering this fruit, but shoot, this fruit is you know what? Do not let's keep this mature, family. Let's keep it mature. But anyway, yeah, so the fruit has a very sexual. Now this is not that's not real. I don't know what's going. This is extra. Whoever did this is not funny. But nonetheless, vaginal flower. A lot of flowers, when we talk about these flowers inside the woman's coochie, um, a lot of this plant life looks very vaginal. Respectfully, not being I was kind of being funny pervy the last time, not fool, but still, looking at these things, it's like it it's a little weird. Also, I was going to tell you, all the trees that bear fruit are female, and in America, at the very least, we've gotten rid of a lot of our female trees. That's why during spring it's so much pollen everywhere, because these are all male trees. There are no female trees. That's why you don't see any fruit on your trees. And in pollen season, it's more pollen than regular nature. I'm saying, like, not saying the pollen's fake, but not this much pollen. Not that pollen's everywhere. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Because there's no female plants. They took them all away. That's anyway. But yeah, we can see there's a very vaginal quality, if you will, to a lot of these flowers. Um, because matter of fact, the Venus vagina flytrap, I really hope don't nothing crazy come up. Um, but the Venus flytrap is very much, probably one of the most famous, you know, plants, plant flora that has a very, Venus, a trap. I Okay, I get it. I get, what they're trying to say in so many words. But nonetheless, so where was I at? All this vagina talk is making me hungry. That was a that was a joke. That was a joke. I just ate and I ate regular food. It's sad we even have to even distinguish that. Nonetheless, yeah. So the vagina, we just figured out that there are good germs, and those good germs, as we know from now, are flowers, and they're in the most popular flower of all, the vaginal flower, and these are called probiotics, and we said the opposite of the probiotics are antibiotics. Now, here's the thing about antibiotics. Antibiotics, antibiotics kill 7 years of gut flora. This is coming from the National Institutes of Health.gov. The article is titled Antibiotics as Major Disruptors of Gut Microbiota. Biota. So we can see where the opposite of an antibiotic is a probiotic. Now, I'm not saying antibiotics are bad. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that to anybody under the sound of my. I'm gonna stop taking antibiotics because Crumb said so. No, take your antibiotics when you get sick. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying that let's go with chemo. Respectfully, I'm being very realistic right now. Chemo kills cancer. It's a true statement, folks. We're not going to debate this today. Chemo kills cancer. Now, on the other side of that, chemo kills everything else. So you can see the double-edged sword. And I guess with that rationale, bullets kill cancer. I mean, with that, it kills everything. But not being funny, chemo kills cancer. So now that we understand chemo kills cancer, however, it kills everything else, we must understand that antibiotics. Well, first, when do you take an antibiotic? When you're sick. So you got an infection or a bacteria or a germ or whatever the case, the antibiotics is going to kill it. That's a true statement. However, here's the catch. Those antibiotics are going to kill everything. Anybody know how much everything is? That that was a joke. But on a serious tip, the antibiotics, they're going to kill the bad weeds, but they're also going to kill all the grass in your. Oh yeah, we've got some moles in our yard, and we have such a beautiful yard. Okay, there's moles in the yard. I can fix that. I'm gonna set the whole freaking yard on fire. I'm gonna burn every blade of grass in your yard. I'm burning everything. And once all the ground has been scorched, the moles will go away. That let's be honest, that's a true statement. It's a true statement. However, it's a very, there's a lot of collateral damage. Yeah, we got rid of the moles, but my yard has been destroyed as well. So now when you take those biotics, it's going to kill approximately 7 years of internal plant life that's been growing in your body. You've been eating coochie for 7 years. Them daggone antibiotics are going to take all 7 years away. Oh, wrong button. But yeah, with that said, antibiotics, 7 years of gut flora, it's going to kill it. This flora, now remember, a baby doesn't get an immune system until after, well, actually, here, let me just fact check that. Babies don't have an immune system until after 20 days of birth. Not 20 days of birth, 20 days after birth. This is okay, question. How long until a newborn has an immune system? Answer. According to BaptistHealth.com, in an article titled How to Help Boost a Baby's Immune System, the answer reads, an infant's immune system doesn't mature until they're between 2 and 3 months old. I was told 20 days, but 1 month is 30. Let's just say 30. So 2 months is 60. 3 months is 90. I said 20 days. They said 60 to 90. I'm not going to debate that. And they did say mature. So I'll give them that. I was told 20 days, no immune system. So now when the baby gets coochie juice, this can't be mature. I refuse to grow up. When the baby gets coochie juice in its mouth, this is this plant life, this flora that's going to work as a good bacteria, or it's going to work as a good bacteria immune system. This is the baby's first, along with breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is going to be a big part of how your baby develops his immune system. Children that aren't born vaginally or breastfed tend to be sicker. Um, Remember, family, a lot of these diseases aren't in your DNA; they're in your DNR, your dinner, your habits, your traditions, your culture, the way you live your life. So if you live your life in an unhealthy way, your baby's not going to be the healthiest. So not having a vaginal birth and not breastfeeding are going to be detrimental to the child's most tender years, because the immune system, well, months, days, because the immune system is not even compromised. It's obsolete. It's not there anyway. So yeah, your baby is going to get its immune system from getting that gut flora, and it's that vaginal flora in its mouth. Once the vaginal flora goes into the mouth, it goes down into the gut. This is called gut flora, which I've said, sorry, gut flora, which I've said several times in this particular video. Gut microbiota. These are the flowers that live in your stomach. So when you see a girl and you got butterflies in your stomach, yeah, because you had flowers the whole time, but now the butterfly is going to work to help pollinate. And anyway, so yeah, you have these flowers in your gut, and they help with your digestion, um, and they help keep you healthy in terms of your immune system. Your immune system is all throughout your body. So now, I believe, let me just check. 60% of all disease comes from the colon. Wow. I said 60%. National Institute of Health.gov, they're a little bit, I always say, not always, but I say a lot, don't speak in absolutes. Speaking in absolutes. Um, Speaking in absolutes is where you say things like all, every, never. Where's images? Just very extreme speaking. I don't know if you remember or you ever saw Star Wars, but um, I was told, this is not Star Wars. I was told in general, speaking in absolutes is bad. Star Wars said only a Sith deals in absolutes. It's never a good day. Stop speaking in absolutes. All children are, I don't know, hairy. Stop speaking in absolutes. Only Siths deal in absolutes. So I think even though this does prove my point, it it's speaking in absolutes, which I don't agree with. All disease begins in the gut. I don't believe all. I heard 60%. But it says all disease begins in the gut. So these flora, these gut flora, these flowers that are helping keeping you healthy are part of your immune system, because all disease starts in the gut. What part of the gut? Particularly the colon. Is there flora in the colon? Here. The intestinal flora is capable of fermenting indigestible carbohydrates to short chain fatty acids such as something, something, and something else. Family, I'm not reading all these big words. The major source of such fermentable carbohydrate in the human colon is plant cell wall somethings, such as somethings, somethings, and somethings. I told you it was something. I'm being funny when I say that, but the reality is that vaginal flora that you first got in your mouth when you went through your mama's vagina, called vaginal seeding, put these flowers in your mouth. They traveled down your throat. They went inside your gut. They stayed there forever, unless your ass took an antibacterial. I'm sorry, and antibiotic, and it killed 7 years of them. 7 years of grass cut down, 7 years of forest. It took, how long does it take to grow a tree? Because we're talking about plants. How long does some of these plants grow slowly? So now those antibiotics are going to kill you, not kill you, but really hurt the environment, if you will. And these flowers are keeping the environment stable. No pun, not being funny about it at all. So even as you become an adult, we're talking about children. As a man, as an adult, um, you get this stuff that you got in your mouth when you were first born. 2/3 of you, because one out of every three of you came through you got cut out. You weren't born naturally. No judgment, just saying. But yeah, with that said, it's listen. If your mama had a C-section, your ass better be eating coochie. If she had a C-section, you better have no debate about eating no coochie. You better get your face in some coochie. But I've said a lot. And it's only been 40 minutes. I usually go an hour. I'll open up the call lines. If you want to call and ask a question, um, then please feel free. One of the questions may be, but Crumb, she's fishy. But Crumb, she has a fishy vagina. That's okay, family. That's okay. Um, the reality is when you're dealing with vagina, you're going to deal with the fish regardless. When you're dealing with vagina, not only are you going to deal with those flowers, you're going to deal with fish regardless. When when one of y'all hot tail little girls was out here, hot in the pants, and you got pregnant, what did grandma have a dream about? Out here doing something you knew you shouldn't have been doing, ladies. And grandma had a dream that somebody came up pregnant. What did she have a dream about? Ding, 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 ding. That's right, family. Grandma had a dream about your fishy vagina. That's no shade. I'm just being funny when I say that. But at the end of the day, family, listen, I don't want to hear no excuses. Vagina is medicinal. Uh Burnell Wesley, peace and love, says 70% of the body's immune system resides in the colon. That's all wise, right, and exact. That gut flora that started out in your mouth and worked its way to your colon is primarily going to stay in the colon. And the more diversified your ecosystem is, when I say eco, I mean your environmental colon. I'm just joking. That's not what I mean. I just mean ecosystem, but it just came off like it was going to be funny, but it wasn't. But anyway, I tried. Yeah, so yeah, the ecosystem, that's all coming from, or not all, but it should come from the vagina. The more different foods you eat, the more different plants you eat, the ecosystem grows more diverse, and the more diverse, the healthier it is. Um Now, this is the thing. Um in terms of being fishy, respectfully, it has nothing to do with an STD. And y'all know I am as red pill as they come. Nobody is more red pill than I am. I have no problem reducing a woman down to a microbe. But I'm not going to tell any lies. Does anybody know about the food? It's a new food that came out called Activia. Activia. Um, Come on, where's my? Oh, here it is. Because this thing is talking in my ear. So Activia was one of the very first probiotic yogurts. Probiotic yogurts. If she smells a certain type of way, it has nothing to do with an STD. It has everything to do with pH. It's your pH, family. Remember, when you're dealing with pH, we learned about pH through Strong Enough for a Man, Made for a Woman. Well, no, ice is strong. What the hell is ice? Secret. Was it Secret? Yes. Remember when Secret came out? Strong Enough for a Man, Made for a Woman. They said it was pH balanced. Oh, let me see. pH balanced deodorant. Well, here it is. Vagisil. If her pH is off, give her ass some fucking Vagisil. Her ass smelling coochie got a smell. That's her pH. Her or even him. Your arms got to smell. That's your pH. I don't do no damn STD. That's your pH. Let's stop, I was talking to somebody. I'm like, listen, if your pH is off, it has nothing to do with no goddamn deodorant. If your ass is musty, you better stop eating foods that are throwing your pH off. The foods are messing up your pH, not your hygiene, goofy. I need some Vagisil. No, your ass needs some Activia. Activia. It's talking in my ear. Sorry. So now Activia is a probiotic yogurt. Remember, they didn't know nothing about probiotics till recently. Let's say 30, 40 years ago. So then they come out with Activia. I remember my friend, he's a guy, he bought some Activia, and we all laughed at him. And he was like, "What?" I said, "Bro, that's yeast infection yogurt." You got a yeasty, bro? You're like, "What?" Like, yeah, when her pH is off, give her some to fix her fucking her probiotic, her pH shit. So I'm red pill. I'll talk crap about her. I don't care. But at the end of the day, we're not gonna do a Salem witch hunt. Oh, she got an STD. No, she doesn't. It's her pH. Same thing under your arms. When your body starts giving off smells, that's coming from internal. That's a part of the operation. Remember when somebody's driving and a bunch of smoke coming out, your ass need a goddamn oil change. That's the internal workings of the system. That has nothing to do with disease or anything. It's totally natural. The body giving off smells is to indicate you of something that's going on, you know, nothing extreme, but nonetheless. So yeah, um, Activia is when she's gonna have, when it's a bread basket down there. Guys, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about when I say it's a bread basket down there, but the ladies do. Virgo. So when you're dealing with the Virgo is the woman with the sheath of wheat. That sheath of wheat is for making bread, because Virgo is for Bethlehem, the house of bread that Jesus comes out of. Jesus came out of a yeasty vagina. It's okay, family. It's okay. So look right here. There's your Virgo right there. The opposite of the Virgo, of this yeasty vagina, is the fish. The vagina is yeasty and it's fishy. It's okay. It's okay. Now, I'm not saying still if it's giving off some crazy yellowish white smelly discharge, she needs to get some Activia or stop eating so much damn spam. I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah. But at the end of the day, um, the reason that the Virgo is opposite, which is the house of bread is a yeasty vagina, is the Pisces, because at the very bottom of the Pisces is the vagina. Because when we say Virgo, we're talking about the sexual attribute of a woman. We're talking about the vagina. This is a virgin vagina. This virgin vagina has a yeast infection and it's fishy. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. It has nothing to do with disease. It's a part of um, the natural order, if you will. Even though I'm not going that far. So you saying no? I'm not saying partake, but at the end of the day, we do understand, this whole thing of the science of eating vagina in terms of smell, in terms of condition, in terms of microbacterial assistance. Your ass got an ulcer? Go eat some vagina. Go eat some vagina for your ulcer. It's gonna help you out. Um, you know, you your hair is not shiny as you want it to be. That vagina, these things that improve digestion, that's gonna be the benefit of eating vagina. So improved digestion makes your hair shine more. You want your hair texture look better, go get you some vagina. Uh, they say vagina makes the the hair around. When I was a kid, I'd be like, yeah, I can't grow a beard. Go eat you from some vagina, boy. Because it's good for the skin. Now my hair just won't grow. It's just natural. I'm not bashful around vagina. That's just being funny. But nonetheless, on a serious note, this is the science of eating coochie. I hope I've been very educational, respectful, because the goofy side does still come out sometimes. Last but not least, before I let you guys go, I want to remind you that tonight, 5 o'clock, family, this evening, whatever the case may be, however you describe it, the minister and I will be doing a live stream for this event for tonight, 5 o'clock. I'll go on the first 2-3 hours. He'll come on, let's say around 8. Probably give you an hour just to get into the room, Q&A, chop it up with me, whatever the case may be. Come on the live tonight. Get your live stream tickets. Let me see the button. Wrong button. Come on, stop playing. crumtv.info/events. That's right, family. crumtv.info/events. Join us tonight. Juneteenth, how we got free. Are we free? How did we really get free? Did Abraham Lincoln free us? Who is Abraham Lincoln? What was his whole deal with this? You know, are we all free? Are we all slaves? What was this guy up to? What was slavery in real life? Did slavery happen? We're going to cover all of that. Who were the slaves? We're going to cover all of those things. So tap in. We're going to go all the way in. Happy Juneteenth, if that's the type of thing you believe in. We're going to go through the history of it. We're going to go through the facts. We're going to decipher this whole thing. So tap in on crumtv.info/events. That's tonight at 5 o'clock. We're going to go to let's say 5 till 10. So, we're going to be out there for a good bit of time, at least till 10 o'clock tonight. So tap all the way in. The tickets are on crumtv.info/events. That's right, family. crumtv.info/events. You can also support by taking the dollar challenge. I wanted to take a second to acknowledge the people who have taken the dollar challenge. Your support means everything to me. I'm humbled. I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm grateful. You mean your support is unparalleled. That's a good word. Hold on, I'm about to find you. We're gonna find you. I feel like I passed it. Everybody, I didn't even realize I had this many texts. Hold on, I'm just gonna type it in because I can't find it. CAS. Okay, here we go. Marcel, he said nuwapianism.com versus Brother Kansu. Woo! Yikes! Marcel, we got to talk. Gianna, I'm not gonna read her last name. Gianna. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. If I mispronounce your name, charge it to my mind, not my heart. Arthur, just a beverage. That's funny. Mana Moshe says salute. Also, family, check out that blue Bible, cribjesus.com. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. Marcel again, he said mysteries of the Bible. Bryant, peace and blessings. Linda, for Nature Boy. Wow. Latina, I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. Iris says daily. Come on, somebody. Demetria. So yeah, if you take the dollar challenge, I want to make sure I make some time to acknowledge you for your support, for your contribution, for you keeping me going. But family, you don't have to do the dollar challenge. You can always subscribe, hit the like button. It's free. It takes a second. It works for the platform. It works for my humble heart. It works for the algorithm. It's free. It makes everything, it gets the information out there, so on and so forth. So you can hit that like button. It takes just a second. Please, 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 and thank you. Last but not least, comment, family. The Science of Eating Coochie. Do you not care about the health benefits, guys? Doesn't matter. Drop a comment. Let me know. And I find it funny, the family, like, hey, I don't care about the health benefits, or you know what, it's nasty. I don't care how healthy it is, and then go drink a hen dog. Wild Irish Rose. But yeah, also, family, if you sat through this for an hour, then family, hit that subscribe button. You like me. You like my swagger, my style, my information, my delivery. It's something about me that you like to sit here for an hour. So hit that subscribe button, family. Subscribe here or wherever it is you're watching from, because we're on like several different platforms. Wherever you're at right now, hit that subscribe button. Family, with that said, I want to leave you the exact same way that I came to you. I am your humble brother Crumb, and you are now watching Crumb TV. Peace.
Brother Red Pill representing Know the Ledge, one half of the Twin Pillars. I am here rocking with Crumb TV.
You are watching Crumb TV.
You can find me on Crumb TV.
You can catch me on Crumb TV.
This is Chief Kalanago here at Crumb TV.
I am Joy Allen of the Memoirs of a Karmic Dynasty in the Crumb TV studio.
Honored to be on your program, brother.
Peace.
Peace.
Crumb.